Alright, so I'm sitting here running my system and the pump's running full speed and the new drain setup's working a ton better. I've got two 3/4 inch lines coming out of here and they just drain into the sump. The sump of course pumps it up into my swirl filtration, which then drops it into the grow beds, which then siphon. Now the system works fine if I siphon with these little 1-inch siphons, but you'll notice the rate of water trickling in and the rate of water going out, the siphons are not breaking on the small ones, so I won't continue to have the ebb and flow if I keep the pump running. If I do a timed pump and stop feeding water into the bed, then they seem to be able to break siphon. But the big ones, this one maybe you can see the water running down in there. The pump's been running and he's cycled twice already, and this guy only filled up once and now it continues to drain. So I'm going to convert all the beds over to the big siphon, which will allow me to continuously run the pump versus a timed pump. There's nothing wrong with these siphons. They do break siphon. They're just so small in comparison to the tube. If you look at the tube here, there's not a lot of room between that pipe and the ID well, so they still suck the water out fine on a timed pump, like I said. But if you want to run the pump all the time and you want to make sure that it's going to fill, break siphon, fill, break siphon while the pump's still on, these are 2-inch. And I'm pretty confident that 1.5 would work just the same as 2-inch. I don't see there being any difference. But we'll keep watching this one, and I had this one in, it would not break siphon with the pump on, so I've replaced it with this 2-inch in this bed, and let's see how close we are to getting full. We'll let this standpipe sit here and fill up. Hopefully you can see this on the video. I can't see because of the glare, but we'll put this guy on here. It's pretty close, it's about 1 inch or so away, and we'll know when it siphons because usually it'll make a big smoosh, or you see the water start kind of swirling. Just get a lot of motion in the water. But there's a couple of them that are siphoning right now. Let's see what we got here. Should be just about there. Come on. Alright, we're about 1/4 inch away from overflowing. And you'll see how fast these big ones siphon down. And I think that's why they break the siphon. They just seem to really hammer the water through. And then there's all this surface area here for the water to backflow out of it. And my thinking is, it doesn't want to hold all that weight with the vacuum in this small hose for some reason or another. But okay, we're starting to flow over this pipe now. Well, let me break the surface tension and get it flowing. Okay, so we're flowing over now, and I'm going to drop this siphon on top of that, and in just a couple minutes, oh, there it goes. So it's taking it down. It's already siphoned about 1/3 of that water out, so these big siphons really seem to hammer it down. You can see the water effects coming out here. So we can see the goldfish in here swimming around. It's a little bit cloudy. Oh, there's a goldfish on top. He's found himself a piece of food he was nipping on. So I've got 6 goldfish in here, and I got 2 Oscars. And I know the Oscars eat goldfish, but the Oscars are smaller than the goldfish right now. So right now they're just a little aggressive with them. But they're not chasing them and hurting them. I guess if they do that, maybe I'll quarantine them to a smaller cage and feed them worms or something. But in any case, so there's the system, and this guy's just about to the bottom of his barrel here. We've had these box elder bugs, if you notice, and I'm kind of hoping that the fish will eat these too, because they keep falling all over in the system. And they don't seem to hurt anything except cause a nuisance and kind of fly around and buzz you. It sounds like a hornet or something going by, and you're sitting here smacking yourself in the head for nothing. But we don't have that on video, so that's a good thing too. Okay, this thing's almost drained. Point of this video really is to just show that, you know, this thing's going to break siphon while the pump's still running versus our, you know, 1-inchers here. Should make a nice little gurgle here. We're almost there. Alright, we're at the bottom of the gravel bed here. Alright, looks to me like it just broke siphon. And pump's still running. So I think I may stay with these 2-inchers. Well, no, it's still doing a little something. Let's see if it's going to go or not. Maybe I'll have to put an oxygen line on the top of these ones too. Like a big 1/2-inch line coming out the top if I can't get them. It breaks it. It ebbs and flows on that other end one. I don't see why it wouldn't on this. Well, that one didn't break, so maybe we'll go back to the drawing board and keep watching them.